Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, When anyone sins and acts unfaithfully against the Lord by deceiving his neighbour, companion, associate, in regard to a deposit, or a security entrusted to him, or through robbery, or if he has extorted from his neighbour, or has found what was lost, and lied about it, and sworn falsely, so that he sins in regard to any one of the things a man may do. Then if he has sinned and is guilty, he shall restore what he took by robbery, or what he got by extortion, or the deposit which was entrusted to him, or the lost thing which he found, or anything about which he has sworn falsely. He shall not only restore it in full, but shall add to it 1/5 more. He shall give it to the one to whom it belongs on the day of his guilt offering. Then he shall bring to the priest his guilt offering to the Lord, a ram without blemish from the flock, as valued by you, as a guilt offering. The priest shall make atonement for him before the Lord, and he will be forgiven for any one of the things which he may have done to incur guilt. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the burnt offering. The burnt offering shall remain on the hearth, that is on the altar, all night until morning, and the fire is to be kept burning on the altar. The priest is to put on his linen robe, with his linen undergarments, next to his body. Then he shall take up the ashes of the burnt offering, which the fire has consumed on the altar, and put them beside the altar. Then he shall take off his garments, and put on something else, and take the ashes outside the camp to a ceremonially clean place. The fire on the altar shall be kept burning. It shall not be allowed to go out. The priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and he shall arrange the burnt offering on it, and offer the fat portions of the peace offerings up in smoke on it. The fire shall be burning continually on the altar. It shall not be allowed to go out. Now this is the law of the grain offering. The sons of Aaron shall present it before the Lord in front of the altar. One of them shall take up from it a handful of the fine flour of the grain offering, with its oil and all the incense that is on the grain offering, and he shall offer it up in smoke on the altar, a sweet and soothing aroma, as the memorial offering to the Lord. What is left of it Aaron and his sons are to eat. It shall be eaten as unleavened bread in a holy place. They are to eat it in the courtyard of the tent of meeting. It shall not be baked with leaven, which represents corruption or sin. I have given it as their share of my offerings by fire. It is most holy, like the sin offering and the guilt offering. Every male among the sons of Aaron may eat it as his share. It is a permanent ordinance throughout your generations, from offerings by fire to the Lord. Whatever touches them will become consecrated, ceremonially clean. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This is the offering which Aaron and his sons are to present to the Lord on the day when he is anointed, the 10th of an ephah of fine flour as a regular grain offering, half of it in the morning and half of it in the evening. It shall be prepared with oil on a griddle. When it is well stirred, you shall bring it. You shall present the grain offering in baked pieces as a sweet and soothing aroma to the Lord. The priest from among the sons of Aaron, who is anointed in his place, shall offer it. By a permanent statute, it shall be entirely offered up in smoke to the Lord. So every grain offering of the priest shall be burned entirely. It shall not be eaten. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering. The sin offering shall be killed before the Lord in the same place where the burnt offering is killed. It is most holy. The priest who offers it for sin shall eat it. It shall be eaten in a holy place, in the courtyard of the tent of meeting. Whatever touches its meat will become consecrated, ceremonially clean. When any of its blood splashes on a garment, you shall wash what was splashed on in a holy place. Also the earthenware vessel in which it was boiled shall be broken, and if it was boiled in a bronze vessel, then that vessel shall be scoured and rinsed in water. Every male among the priests may eat this offering. It is most holy. But no sin offering, from which any of the blood is brought into the tent of meeting, to make atonement in the holy place, shall be eaten. It shall be completely burned in the fire.